All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On 1st and 10, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
That's good for Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One set. 18. 59.
On 1st down, it's Ross. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, at a 1st down for L.A. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, a 1st down L.A.
I do believe middle as well, and he's got it.
Ready?
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer, because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him, because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run the counter. It's Ross. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. And It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. He's on the end. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Run it. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch it. Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check it back. Check it back.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Now here's Ross. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set. 19. He's 59. Mike the 59. I don't even know why this team showed up. 49. Check 49. Check 36.
They'll run on 1st down. Ross And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Watson now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. He's coming. Double up, double up. Hey, he's coming. Zoom, zoom. Check 24, check 24. Check 24.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Slam. Check. Cross.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Check. No. Off. Check 26, check 26. Save.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. 54 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Mike. What is that? 19. Blue there. Check 59.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Check. You know it. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike 5'9". It's a party now. It's a party now.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So Mike's number one. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Okay, twitch. Watch the twitch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
You're set. 19. 59. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, it's Ross. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 16, Watson. And this one's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A shotgun snap for Watson, being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Set. 19. Check. No. Bandit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Watson on third and goal. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Mike one. Check tight. Check nickel. Whoa. Check. Check 99.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up. Mike one. Not today, you want. Not today. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So Mike number one. Too little, cut. Mike one. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
What's that? 19? 59. Stop your body. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come on, come on. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Push him back.
On first down, it's Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Moore, 46 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. They find some open field here. He's got daylight. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 91 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, watch it. Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Good track. Good track.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
What is that? 19. 59. Bring it. Bring it. And let's go.
On 1st down, Watson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Watson on 1st down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And that'll set them back 5. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You mind? Switch. Joker. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 3.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Going left side, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Let's go, D. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double wheel. Kill.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Record. Shift. Slam. Watch the secret. Shift.
He'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Coming.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch one. Watch one. You better be afraid of me. Be afraid of me. So nice number one. You better.
The setup a throw, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Rosas' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
This is it. 19, 59. Watch the curve.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see. If they want to use them.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.